YouTube, it's Brian Phillips. Look at this all new from FMS, the Chevy K5 Blazer. Absolutely sweet looking, 1/10 scale, awesome squishy tires, 4-wheel drive, differential locks on front and back, separate. You have to add your own lights up here, but it does come with these lights. And you can take this off and put an SUV style body end on it. And just absolutely sweet headlights, really bright. Comes with extra different plates if you want. And just looks super phenomenal. Mirrors and handles are both removable, which is super sweet. And look at the finish. Underneath, beautiful suspension. This is the diff locks here. They're actuated by 2 separate servos, separate channels, big 4-wheel drive system, all sorts of tie rods. It's beautiful. We're gonna drive it right now so you can see what it's all about. Here on Brian Phillips RC, if you wanna help support us, check the links in the video description below. Here we go. Now this thing has a high speed and a low speed, and then it's also got the lock-in differential. I turned up my steering dual rate so I can turn super sharp and go into some of these extreme tight spots. And you can see it just has no problems getting up and down. This is one of the reasons why I love 1/10, is because when you get into tight spots like this, check this out. Locking differential front and back. Look at this. See that, guys? You can't do that with every type of RC because you're gonna have to actually go up there and use the hand of God. Now I gotta say, this is a tough spot. Wow. We've gone through a very gross winter, and look at that, just drove right out of the ditch. And as you can see now, if you're tired of the locking diffs, shut that off, press your button, and go into high-speed mode to get home. That is so much fun. Good braking, good reverse. You can see the taillights as we back up. And then I'm gonna do a turn so you can see the turn signal. It's kind of hard to see right now. I'm gonna go back into slow 4-wheel drive, hit this button. I'm gonna back down the hill just to show you how crazy this is. This thing does everything it does really good. It's heavy enough. There's the turn signal, as you can see. And I'm gonna press a button. It's actually a slider switch. I can flash you the head beams, highlights. And then even this tight spot, guys, we can almost never get up this tight spot. It has no problems doing it. So if you guys are all about actually crawling, this thing does such a fantastic job. And so if you guys want to help support us, buy one from the links in the video description below. These cars and trucks from FMS are second to none. They go together in minutes. You don't even really have to do any of that stuff, but look at the articulation of the suspension as we drive through one of the roughest spots in the yard. This little area up here, by the way, you'll notice it's bone dry. That's the way it's been for a long time. We designed this little channel up here in the ditch because our ditch stayed wet like a pond. And now we use it to drive our RC cars. I'm gonna go into high-speed mode now and give you some air time. You see it burning out. It's not the fastest car or truck you're ever gonna see, but you can get it in the air. You can definitely kick the dust. So much fun. And little burnouts are my favorite. Obviously, like I said, for being 1/10, you still have really good speed control, by the way, because basically as you use your thumb, or your finger rather, for throttle, it's got really good expo. So it's not hard to drive, and you'll notice I haven't flipped it over one time yet. That is super uncommon for us. And I gotta say, that really makes my day, because this thing is super, super fun to drive. It does great in grass, as you can see. And even if you, I was gonna drive over your foot.
You're gonna drive over my leg?
I was gonna drive over your foot, yeah, obviously. Okay, so you ready?
Yep.
Okay, here it goes, guys. Camera crew's leg. Here we go. Oh yeah! This thing is so much fun, folks. If you haven't checked anything out from FMS lately, you gotta check this thing out.
Hold on, I have to get up.
Sorry, people.
All right.
Look at that beauty. But the thing I like about this is you don't have to always just drive them like crazy. You can also go in here, you can shut off the higher speed mode, turn on the locking differentials, and go down the hill at as slow a speed as you possibly can imagine. And it's just like, the brakes actually work, guys. Look at this, even back up that hill. Most cars would slip down a hill like that, okay? I'm not really doing anything too crazy here, but then let's go up here where the gravel's loose here. Let's see if we can make it up the gravel.
Yeah, it's under 50.
We're gonna go really slow. We should give them a super close up of the tires. Okay. Got it, you ready? Oh, now I'm digging, but see, the cool thing is, it's just like in real life, you gotta really work at it on some of these circumstances. Oh, look at that hole I'm trying to get past.
Yeah, it's really
It's like a
loose
real
right
hole.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of speed. Come on now. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the locking diff on. I'm gonna go fast. Oh yeah, four-wheel burnout, baby. And then I'm gonna bring it back around, tearing the heck out of my tires as I do it. And then even in high speed mode, we've got plenty of distinguishing, like I can drive this, even in the high speed mode, I can still have enough sensitivity to drive it. These are trees that were cut over, and that's where you're gonna run into your limitations, guys, is trees. It will not drive over trees always. But I mean, guys, that is pretty incredible performance from an RC car.
We don't have very many cars that can get in and out of this ditch that easy.
Should we do like a launch? I kind of don't want to break it.
I know.
Oh, son of a biscuit. Okay, so obviously it didn't launch that far either, but part of the reason I like this thing so much, and yes, I did break one of my headlights. I'll have to tighten that screw. It should tighten up again, but I just love the fact that even if you do break a handle or a mirror, they're actually pinned on the inside. And I want to show you one other cool feature about this now that I've broken something. If you flip this over, you can see we got these inner fender wells. That's an option that they gave us as a gift. This here gets released and this here gets released, and 3 pins push the top off. Same thing on the front and back. So I'm gonna show you how to take this off. Okay, hold the bumper, pull this up, and I think with some practice you can get a little bit quicker, but it's just right behind the bumper, right behind the bumper. And look at this, guys. This is one of the things I like the best about that. No wires to transmit. Everything goes through these contact points, so super easy. And this is what I was talking about. The windshield wipers, the handles, the mirrors, everything is really easy to swap out if you would tumble and crash like this. Now I'm just gonna tighten my screw and I'm sure that'll go down there no problem. And some of you guys are gonna wanna put lights in these, that's fine. But I would definitely suggest, if you guys haven't considered something like this from FMS yet, beautiful, beautiful. Now we're driving it on 2S 5000 Smart Pack, but you can probably drive yours on whatever you want. And all I can say is, what a sweet platform, guys. This thing has so much juice. It does really dang good. And with that diff lock, you just really get crazy performance out of that thing.
The manual calls out a 2S 2000.
Yeah, but
so
this...
you can run it smaller.
Yeah, but this 5000 fits literally perfect, folks.
Yep.
It's a 2S hard-cased 5000, and we have no problems with that. I'm not sure if you can get away with a 3S on this one. Do you know?
It doesn't say in the manual, so...
Okay. So probably just stick with what we got.
I can't remember what the ESC is.
And this is a brushed motor. It's a 21T 550 brushed motor, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on, show you how easy that goes back together. You basically just line up the pins, and then it should just snap right in for you, but just make sure you're lined up.
Your front of your...
Yeah, it catches this sometimes.
A little bit.
So what I do is, I lift it up and then it just slips around. It's because of the inner fender wells, guys, okay? Nice. So snap down and you can see the lights are already working.
Yep, right away.
So I love the way that these things go together. A little bit bummed about the light, but you know what? I'm gonna get over that like right now because I'm already enjoying it again. And if you guys wanna help support Brian Phillips RC, like we said before, one of the easiest things you can do is smash the like button, click the bell for notification, and obviously buy from the links in the video description below. You'll help support us financially from contributions from the companies that we work with to bring you these super fun videos. Now, obviously we do long format content, so we're a little bit different than some of the rest because we always like to show the whole story and not just part of it. The truth is, at the end of the day, RC has come a long way since we started doing this, and we would like to think that you guys have enjoyed following along, because we've really enjoyed putting together these videos. The thousands of them that do exist already. At Brian Phillips RC, you can sort through the different types of vehicles, whether it's aircraft or ground vehicle or leaf blowers. We have all sorts of stuff that we've done over the years. We want to help increase the performance, help these manufacturers make it and really have success. And that's by increasing the market share that they can satisfy with different products, and obviously satisfy the different things that we need, which would include soft tires, flaps, LEDs, all sorts of things that we used to gripe about constantly because they almost never put on these airplanes. And now we're just like dumbfounded by how stinking good these cars are getting. I mean, they're really good now. And I gotta say, the 1/10 scale is a nice scale, guys.
It is.
You go any smaller than that, they're still fun. And if you guys are looking for a smaller one, I think they have an 18th right now, is that right?
They have the K10 truck.
Yeah,
the
that's
Chevy
right.
K10 truck that's a 1/18th.
And they're
scale.
super
fun too.
models, still really detailed. They actually have a little bit more light function if I remember right. But I gotta say, if you really wanna drive them, guys, get the bigger ones. They're a really good experience. And you're still not talking about breaking the bank here, especially not compared to airplanes.
And they're not taking up nearly as much space, even with the bigger size.
That's true, definitely. And that's one thing we're fighting right now, is because we've done so many planes. Let's go up here, cam crew. So I don't know if we want to show them any more or if we've pretty much covered it all, but I gotta say, I really enjoy the way this thing gets around. Oh no, we crashed again. That's only the second crash.
That's pretty good.
It kind of reminds me, we did a truck not too long ago. Now it was a little bit, admittedly, a lot more crazy fast, but the thing is, that thing was just getting torn up. I think we destroyed like tons. Oh, look how steep this is. I'm gonna turn on my diff locks and I'm gonna come out of fast and I'm gonna go to 4-wheel drive slow, see if I can get up this spot, okay? I'm in the slower mode now. Yes, do it, come on now. I don't think this speaks to the car as much as it speaks to how loose our soil is. It's so dry out here, guys.
Yep.
Look at that.
You're so close.
I'm digging holes, folks. There it is, yeah, baby. Oh man, can I make it along this? This is so hard to mow right here. I'm in 4-wheel drive and oh, I don't want to lose it. Look at this green grass I'm sitting in. It's green like spring. So cool.
I cannot believe how dusty and dry it is down here.
I know, it's nutty. I'm gonna go over this thing. But it's kind of cool for the tires.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, the inner fender wells are kind of nice because they keep some of that schmutz out of your inside of your truck. And I gotta say, this is another telltale sign. If you can make it out of here, you've got a really good, oh, that is awesome, guys. We can almost never make it up that area.
Can you go over the big rocks where the drain pipe is?
You know what we should do, hon?
What?
Let's go up by the big drain, the new drain.
Oh, all the way up there?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's do that.
You're gonna lose it.
Okay, hold on. I wanna see if I can get, oh, son of a biscuit, everybody died again. Yeah, this drain, is this what you wanted to see?
Well, I just don't know if you could go.
We're gonna see this and then we're gonna take you up to another cool spot.
You lost the light.
I did?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
We'll put it back on. You see the screw?
Yeah, I have the screw in my hand.
We're just to drive right up. Oh no, come on now. Let's see if we can go this way. This is why I love driving these things, because to be honest with you, I think just about everybody has a spot where you could do something like this. You know, you don't have to have some big property. You can do this in a park. You can find a fun, interesting spot, and then you can just go find trouble. That's what I love about this. It's so much fun. Guys, if you don't have any of these modern RC trucks and cars, you gotta get into one because they are so much fun. Now, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna pause and we're gonna come right back at the next spot. Okay, so we're in the garage. I just wanted to show you this. These screws, they can come out pretty easy. So if you have that happen to your lights when you flip over, don't worry, it's not that big a deal. Just pass your screw back through and then you should be able to get this thing mounted on here again. My guess is, in my case, we had to actually unmount this to tighten it on. So I'm just gonna find something that's got a little bit of an angle because we're using a regular screwdriver for it. And my suggestion to you is, if you plan on off-roading with this thing, you might wanna put the body on the back because it's gonna make it a lot easier if you roll it. because those lights are gonna be pretty easy to break off. So
or don't put the lights on it.
Or just, yeah, just don't
bar.
put the lights on. Yeah, right. Shoot, I can't remember which one this is. Oh, I
think
grabbed
it was
metric.
a 1.5, but I don't know what you grabbed.
I grabbed a metric. So we'll screw this on, we'll show you when we get it. Okay, so all you have to do is get the right sized Allen wrench, hex drive, that you'll notice it's not the same color as the rest of my kit. And my wife actually did it while I was driving around the golf cart.
Yep. So just find the right
So just find your wife.
The right wife.
Find the right wife and then have her screw it for you.
There you go. Perfect.
All right, we'll be at the next spot. Okay, so we're gonna drive with you guys to the next destination, the final destination.
The final one.
The final destination. Show them our passenger after we go over the cool spot here. I can definitely see how people crash these things when they've been enjoying a few adult beverages. Hold on, whoa, detour! What happened? Should we go here?
Well, we could.
Let's go right here.
Not our final destination.
And then our next destination is gonna be a different destination. So we're just gonna take out, oh yeah, right there. Fixed light. All right, here we go, guys. I want some damn excitement. See, finally we have a big enough vehicle we can drive across this check dam. This, of course, being the dam that's gonna hold back water. See, the only reason we're doing these, hey, that's good enough there, camera crew. The only reason we're doing these things now is because this will be underwater soon, some year.
Oh, we hope.
Yeah, exactly. But then we have one more cool sort of pseudo announcement for you guys. This is pretty cool stuff coming. And so we're just gonna take you up and down. Oh no, you stay there, camera crew. So this is gonna be a silt pond, okay? If you don't know what silt is, it's the stuff at the bottom of the rivers and lakes. That is a very steep hill. And look at that thing. It actually does pretty good, but it's not getting out right now. And I think what I need to do is put the locking differential on the rear and put on the four-wheel drive. Oh, come on now. Don't make me look like an idiot now. Let's take a slightly less crazy path. So if you're trying to traverse insane trajectories, go at an angle. Yes! Guys, this thing is super capable, I gotta say.
It is.
Really, really cool. Okay, camera crew, do you want to give them a different angle from down here?
Okay.
Okay, so you can see where we are now. We're just to drive it down. This is how far down it is, guys, because sometimes it's hard to see on camera. But we're gonna bring it down. We got the diff lock on the front. We got the diff lock on the back. We're in slower four-wheel drive, and we're gonna just bring it down here right to our feet, just like cat-like reflexes, walking down the hill like nobody else's business. And we're not gonna be, it's actually pretty soft down here because there's like some moisture in here. Imagine that. And these are not small tracks, guys. Those tracks are huge. See, I even high centered for the first time, but with that diff lock, amazing. I'm gonna show you without the diff locks. Let's high center. Okay, high center, well, I'm not quite high centered. I'm gonna high center in the same spot. How about that? Okay, guys, you don't realize how awesome the diff locks are until you need them. Okay, look. Stuck. Oh, not quite stuck. So let's just say you're stuck going forward. Dang it, this thing is so good at not being stuck. I'm trying to demonstrate getting stuck, dang it. Yes, stuck. Now watch this. Diff locks. Now you should be able to get out and you won't even get stuck in the first place many times. But it's really the difference between making it and not making it. Let's go up here and see what kind of creatures, what kind of crazy creatures are up there in this crazy spot. Oh, get off of the tree branch, dude. Oh, can you make it? Come on, go up there and get the fox or whatever it is. Oh man, I'm gonna have to back out. What a lame exit. Yeah, it probably is a cat. I wonder if that's where the cat's living. But guys, if you didn't already know this is the pond we're digging, and so we keep bringing cars down here because it's like super fun to drive where we know we won't ever be able to drive again. This is where the water's gonna come in. Hello, water. Hello, look at the waterfall coming out. Yeah, lots of water. Haha. We'll do another video where there's water flying out of there at like 4 trillion gallons a minute. Probably during like a hurricane season or something. All right, do you think I can make it up the check dam?
Ooh, I don't know.
I doubt it. We'll try. If I make it up there, that is insane. I was gonna say, I don't think we will.
You have all of your assistants
available. Whew. Okay. And by the way, guys, just so you know, those are not small rocks. These are big rocks,
Yeah.
okay? I mean, there's little rocks in there too, because good luck getting rocks without the little rocks. But this thing is awesome. Okay, one more spot I gotta show you, but in case you haven't seen, that's a pretty good view with the shadowing right now of where the pond is gonna be. So the water is gonna be up over the top of this. And then over there where that stake is in the middle, that's gonna be the deepest spot, but it's not yet, as you can tell.
There.
Because they're gonna dig another third or so more over there. And then that's our house up there. So that's, sometimes we film from the deck and we're like gonna be under it, probably about 65 feet under the water, I'm guessing.
Water line is here at this flag stake line.
So we're going up to the last spot and then we're gonna be done with the K5. What a sweet ride, by the way. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, so we're just driving along, guys. We'll take the scenic route. This is where we're gonna move some more trees, folks. We got our favorite passenger in the back, bouncing around. Yeah, this is some trees that we moved. Yeah, we don't want to run over the trees. That's the rule of thumb. And then we'll take you back down by the bridge where we came from. Oh yeah, that's gonna be so much fun, guys. We can't wait to share it with you. And I had a buddy that was selling this awesome gas golf cart this winter, and so now we can get around the property in super style, like we're golfers, but we're not. So anyway, here we go, guys. That's a lot marker from yesteryear. And this is what happens when you have a bulldozer drive on your yard like 14 times. They put flags down. Just kidding. We're trying to move that tree. Okay, so up on the other side, here comes. Here comes. Oh yeah, there it is, guys. That's a lot of pipe. Goodness gracious.
Yes, it is.
I feel like oh goodness gracious. You need an off-road vehicle for over here. Except we do have an off-road vehicle. So guys, this is one last thing. We're gonna drive through the giant drain culverts. And the drain culverts are, as you can see right here, I think that might be the discharge with that weird top thing on it. I think it's upside down. Yeah, I don't know, but it's ugly as sin.
I know, I hope it's upside down.
Yeah, I did too. So guys, we're gonna drive this right now. Camera crew wanted to shut off the video. I wanted you guys to see it because this thing is super fun. The K5 is awesome. And I want you guys to see this stuff as it's coming together because you're helping to make it possible. And that's super cool. Awesome. Brake lights. Oh wait, I gotta slide my thumb forward and backward. There's the brake lights. So cool. Can I turn around?
Probably.
Yes, I just wanna make sure I can do it before I get stuck in the middle. This is a 36-inch culvert. So that's aluminized and it's painted on the ends. It's got all sorts of hardware and stuff because this is what the engineers wanted. Oh yeah. Took the Chevy to the levee. But the levee was
It's not in the
dry.
dam.
I don't know, it's been a long time. So guys, and then we'll turn around, we'll go down this next one here. This is what we need for our pond, that huge pond with like the palatial waterfall coming into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what happens when the government isn't paying the bill. They make you put in insane infrastructure that they would never do themselves. I guarantee if they were paying for it, they wouldn't put this much stuff in it. But we are, so they don't care. Whoa! Do you hear the echo?
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I'm trying to avoid that piece of metal. Oh no! Oh no! Guys, look at this. This is like not cool.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that. Ooh. That's the real deal right there. Ouchie poo.
It's the one that kids don't play in.
Okay, well, there you go. At least we can play with it with our cars. You think I can drive on top?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try that next.
The angle of the rotation is weird, so you have to be careful to not.
Okay, all right, here we go. Yeah, it does all right. I wanna see if I can go between the two. You think I can turn and get down to the next one? Like this one here?
Maybe. If you tip though.
Okay, how about we go here? Let's see if it goes on the smaller one. So guys, this thing can pretty much drive anywhere. And that's why we love it. And so if you guys are brand new to Brian Phillips RC, or if you've been with us the whole time, the reason we brought you up here today was just because we know you guys are invested in these crazy projects that we're doing, and we appreciate you being part of it. And when you buy these amazing products, you are helping us to reinvest in crazy, bigger stuff like the pond. And yeah, make no mistake, this is expensive. Way more expensive than we expected it to be. Look at this bend here. This is one bend, and that's another bend.
And that one has a bend on that end too.
Yep. So there's actually 1, 2 bends, and then this is the central section. And then these go together. There's gonna be 2 44-foot sections. And these joiner sections, those are, I think they're 250 bucks. Sweet. For just the joiners. And then I don't even know what this thing costs.
For.
I know what it's for, but it's just for the main drain. It stops the earth from washing out around the pipe.
Oh, that's what I figured.
So anyway, guys, obviously this video is not about a pond, but it is about the K5, and it is super fun. And we know that you guys love RC, and that's why you're watching these videos. But at the end of the day, we love making a playground for RC, and we love RC, and we love flying. And this is gonna be a full-scale runway someday. We hardly ever show this to you, which is why our neighbors get to see my windsocks all the time.
It's a little windy.
And windsocks here. So when you guys see us flying, you don't see this area, but this is also ours. And this is gonna be a full-scale runway someday. And so when the pond is done, where that big pile of dead trees is gonna be the hangar and the damn gift shop, we hope. And so we hope you guys will be with us, because we really wanna share this stuff with you. It's super fun to do it, but it's even more fun when you can share it with a tight community of people that really love a lot of the same stuff. So if you guys love this Chevy K5 and you wanna get one for your very own, check out the links in the video description below. Remember, you can put on the SUV style finish on the back. We did have to reattach the lamp. It just took all of basically having my wife try it after I got frustrated, because it was really driving me nuts. Because if you really wanna do it right, you have to undo 4 screws under here, lift it off, and then you can get a screw to it a lot easier. But otherwise, you can see what an absolute daydream. Even dirty, this thing looks sweet. So check it out in the links of the video description below. And if you don't see what you like here and you want something similar, but you're not sure what it is, check out brianphillipsrc.com. You can sort by type, by brand, affiliate, distributor, whoever we're working with in a particular video, and you can see exactly what you want to see right there, and you can put it up right against this. And that's one of the reasons why we do so many different products here on Brian Phillips RCs. We want you guys to be able to make a decision. You know, is this really what I want? Do I want the 1/10? Am I gonna be okay with the 1/18? And I'm gonna tell you this right now, if you got the budget for the 1/10, don't even think about it, get the 1/10. You're gonna like it a lot better. It's a lot more fun. It's gonna do better environments. Now, if you're driving inside, that would be the only caveat to that. If you're doing inside crawling, get it for the scale of track that you're gonna be using it on. So, but really nice, awesome job by FMS. FMS, good job. Thanks for working with us, and thanks for putting out some amazing products. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, there's so much more right around the corner here on Brian Phillips RC. If you haven't already, smash the like button. Please smash the like button. It helps to support us on the algorithm here on YouTube that wants to squash us like little bugs, us people who do a long format content. We are gonna be a thing of the past if people don't come back. I'm serious, what's gonna happen is YouTube is gonna start having AI do all the footage, and they're just gonna rule out any chance of having humans do real things for real humans to enjoy. And they're just gonna put a bunch of garbage that's rinse and repeat, copy, and you know, fake hot people and stupid things happening that would never happen in real life. And they're just gonna do a lot of tomfoolery. Not like we don't do that here on Brian Phillips RC, but I'm afraid what's gonna happen is if we don't have real humans making real creative content, it's gonna really suck really soon. And I'm serious, I say that with all honesty. I love RC, I love aviation. I love doing what we're doing here at this property. You know, I love my wife and my family, and I love this country. But the thing is, man, I don't love some of the things that are happening right now. And you have a say, but you have to vote with your feet, guys. I'm gonna tell you, so do it. All right, also special thanks to our Patreons and monthly supporters, and our YouTube monthly supporters, as well as YouTube super thanks, and PayPal supporters. We got a big support one this month. That was super nice. It just surprises us. It like takes the wind out of our, you know, sales when, well, it's the opposite. It's just crazy when people knock our socks off with these special gifts. We don't even know why they're doing it, but we appreciate it really much. Really what we'd rather appreciate you do is, guys, just get these awesome RC airplanes, cars, trucks, helicopters, VTOLs, those things. We want you guys to be living the dream with us and not just watching it, you know what I mean? And so we really want the best for you. And that's why we try to bring you the no BS, not the best, fastest, cheapest. That's not what we do here on Brian Phillips RC. We show them the way we see them, and we show the problems we see too. So hopefully we helped answer all your questions. If we haven't, leave in the comments below. We'll do our best to get to them. And if we don't, just know that we really, we blast through as many as we can, and we are just limited on time. So guys, thanks for being here with us. Brian Phillips signing out on this one. So much RC content right around the corner. We hope you'll be here with us. Thanks for watching. YouTube, we have an emergency. There's a box and we need to open it right now on Brian Phillips RC. Okay, so I just tried to sharpen my, whoa. I totally sharpened my knife, my utility knife.
Reusable, replaceable.
I did.
Yes, good.
Look
good.
how good that's doing. It sliced the tape. We do so many unboxings here on Brian Phillips RC that our knives need sharpened.
It's true.
What is this? It's a K5 Blazer? What? It's licensed, 1/10 scale? Amazing. We're gonna see how this goes. I gotta say, look, you know it's official when there's an expensive holographic label. They would never fake that.
Never, ever.
Which is funny. I've always thought that was stupid. I'm like, you can fake the machine, but not the sticker, right? I'm like, okay. I see the logic and reason. I mean, when has China ever faked anything?
Never.
All right, let's talk about this amazing product. First of all, it's the Fox 10 from FMS. This is actually a licensed product. It is real. This is a real GM label. I'm sure they paid a lot for that, by the way. Chevrolet, like a rock. Okay?
Comes in 3 colors.
You can get them in different colors.
Right here, orange, brown, and black.
Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, so you can see, holding it in the light. Ours is orange, evidently. There's black. Oh man, I was all excited. I was kind of looking at the black thinking that's sweet. But then again, I like the orange and white too. So square body trucks, amazing. Oh, here's some more pictures. Let's show the people the pictures. Ooh, ball bearing. Those are nice balls.
They are. It's a full set.
It's, wow. Why are these different colors? I'm trying to figure this out.
I think it shows you the difference between.
Oh, four-wheel drive and two-wheel drive. Okay, looks very amazing. Okay, great. We're gonna open this right now. So guys, here on Brian Phillips RC, you're probably thinking, but that thing doesn't have wings. You could haul your ultralight behind it or something. But no, seriously, we don't claim to never do trucks and cars. There is a manual. Holy crap, I just looked and saw. Could you read that for us?
Overhead lighting installation. Does it?
You're getting good at Chinese.
I am.
Like really good.
It's almost like I speak to them on a regular basis.
Oh yeah, so good. You know, most unboxes would have been done, the box would have been thrown to the corner of the room, but not here on Brian Phillips RC. We take our sweet time. Ooh, we were just talking about white cardboard, guys. This is gonna be perfect. We're gonna laser engrave this stuff. It's gonna be perfect, okay? Oh wow, that's a new table. Wow, that makes the set look so much better.
Much better.
It does, we solved that problem.
We did.
It was kind of a problem.
It was a problem.
Wow, plastic.
Gigantic.
You know, for those of you that didn't know this already, Brian Phillips RC, full of surprises as usual. I used to detail cars, okay? I only cut the leather seat, the hand stitch leather seat in an Italian leather seat on a Porsche Carrera S4 once. If you don't know what that means, it was expensive. It was like a 911 with a Targa top. That would have made it a Targa, I think. Well, anyway, it was a Porsche and it was expensive. And I was taking plastic off and I literally used a knife just like this. And I pulled up this like super thick stuff and I went, and it like the blade went through too deep and then it looked like a fat guy bending over and the chair just burst. And I'm like, oh my goodness, they're gonna murder me. And then back comes the salesman. His name was Ray. He's like, no, it's okay, Brian. They backed out, or some such thing. I can't even do Ray's voice.
You were like in
now,
shock, so you don't actually.
I was literally waiting to be murdered. He did not murder me, strangely enough. Ghostly. How do you know I wasn't murdered? Okay, so we have this thing. There's plastic on the ground.
There are windows? Oh, no, not installed. I'm just gonna say.
It's safety first. So anyway, while detailing cars at this said company, I was detailing them. I cleaned them. It was an amazingly important job. Glass, look.
Oh, there's the windows.
Okay, and then we've got another bag of goodies.
Goodness.
Wow. There are a lot of steps to putting this together. And you want to know why? Because they want them done right. That's why they sent them to your capable Merkin hands.
Because you have options.
No, they had to save labor to pay for the
sticker.
The sticker, not hydraulic, but holographic. Thank you. Okay, so we have some bumper pieces. We have some double-sided tape. Oh, it looks like license plates. Oh, look, South Dakota, beautiful. Okay, I wonder if that's the right number of digits for South Dakota. We'll find out. Oh, yes, license it in South Dakota so you don't have to pay as much on your property taxes and stuff. Or Tejas, we've got Texas. We've got the front plate for South Dakota. These are pretty sweet looking plates, actually. Oh, the Show Me State for Missoula.
What?
Missoula? It's Missoula. Missoula.
Who says it like that?
Nobody.
Okay.
Missouri. Okay, and then Texas. If you guys don't know where Missouri is, just go to Iowa and then go south.
Yes.
And you'll eventually run into Texas. That's literally their motto, the Show Me State. I always thought that seems like demeaning.
What are they showing people?
It's showing people stuff. It's like Brian Phillips RC. We're just showing people about RC stuff, I guess.
Okie dokie.
Somebody's gonna have to explain that to me.
You just offended all the people from Missouri.
No, I didn't. They also feel the same way. I talk to them. We talk about these things before I insult people.
Okay.
I promise.
Good.
We could call our cousin the cousin that abandoned me rudely to get married to his wife and used to play frisbee golf with me. And if he wouldn't have done that, this channel would have never existed.
You'd just be out playing frisbee golf.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks a lot for this perfect opportunity to do RC reviews.
What are you doing?
I'm opening a window. Can't you clearly see that?
It's like you're unwrapping
Listen, somebody ate their sandwich in the factory.
Sounds like you're unwrapping a sandwich.
And then they put their holographic sticker on the box and they were like,
just wrap up the windows and our leftover plastic wrap.
wowzers.
Ooh, don't fingerprint that.
Don't touch it.
I won't.
That is like actually quite clean
really
and
is.
perfect.
Yes, we can see you still.
There's a little bit of waviness in there. Okay.
Not much.
Okay, so should I just stick this in the hole?
I would.
Okay. You would. Do we need to have a conversation? I thought I was totally aware of what was going
put the
on.
window in the top of the thing.
Oh, thank God. I was confused there for a second. Okay, so you see what I'm doing here? Yeah. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, still not quite sure. Kind of reminds me of a plane we did. It was a little intriguing, or what was this encompassed? Well, I don't know.
It was integral into our...
It was integral into our lifestyle.
Yeah.
And yet, the control horns, you know.
We're not installed.
We're not installed. Yeah. Integral work. Intricate work. That's
intricate. That would have been... No, still not.
You guys are probably seeing this video when it's perfectly safe to talk about our integral work. But if not, you'll get a kick out of our commentary. Look, another one. So normally we don't do builds on cars and trucks anymore because FMS cars and trucks just come out of the package just smelling like roses. Everything is perfect. There's never a problem ever. And they're the best, as fast, as cheapest. Wait, we don't do that.
Yeah, wrong channel.
Wrong channel. Sorry, guys. But these are, like, we do really like FMS cars. They are good. You know, there's, oh. This is a car hopper window decal. What the heck is a car hopper? Is this
car hopper?
Car topper?
Oh, nope, it says hopper.
That's why I'm confused. Hold on. I think we have a remote.
Does it say hopper on it?
I don't know.
Doesn't. It does.
So I think what this is you can alternatively put these if you wanted to have like tinted look.
Windows?
I guess.
I mean, like the rest of the windows look at the truck.
I'm not putting that crap on my windows.
No, but see, look, the rest of them look tinted.
You know what we could do with that?
FMS, please stop sending us extra things that we don't need.
We could laser engrave Brian Phillips RC into there. Or we could just laser engrave the windows and see how fast they catch on fire.
Yeah, or melt. That would not smell terrible at all.
We recently, by the way, I ate the banana that had the Brian Phillips RC label on it.
I wonder how many people saw the banana. Because it was at the very end.
Of what?
Of the Falcon 2.
The Falcon 2? Oh, yeah, so all 7 people?
If you don't know what we're talking about, go back and watch hour and 4 minutes.
Of the Falcon 2.
Of the Falcon 2.
It's like an Easter egg shaped like a banana.
Or just watch.
And wounded.
Minutes 103 and 104.
Why did you tell them the secret?
That wasn't even the right time. Because they can't do math.
Now they're going to be like, I'm so confused. Camera crew confused me. False advertising. Better Business Bureau.
Clickbait.
Okay, I think.
That just slide in there like that?
Oh, it could be. Yeah, it goes here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it just slides over like that, and then there's screws that hold it in and retain it.
Oh,
okay, so
we need some screws.
That, I gotta say, it passed quality assurance. So that's good. You may also not know this about me, but I have worked in large plants that make these things. Well, this is a running board. That looks like a bumper or something. This thing is mounted down too, by the way, which is very weird. I'm not used to that.
There's a zip tie on the bottom.
Okay,
I just saw it when you picked it up.
Good idea. Man, look at these chromed out wiper blades. That is pretty cool. Oh, but what I was saying is, you know the whole sticker, how I'm giving them crap about the licensed sticker? Which, by the way, is like, I mean, they don't get to pick that. GM picks that. When I work with these companies, they work with GM, they work with Ford, they work with, who else do they work with? Subaru. I'm trying to think of the lines that they had in that facility. But anyway, they would get stickers like this because they would make OEM parts and aftermarket parts that would go on to the OEM. So that's one of the other places where I have some experience with these things. Okay, so there's a light bar up here too.
This already has license plates on it too. I was just noticing.
What?
Tennessee.
Well, Tennessee sounds, I mean,
I like the Tennessee because it like matches the orange, the yellow and
does
orange.
it?
I mean, it kind of like goes together.
Putnam. April. They put their.
Okay, if you live in Tennessee, tell us if that's the right license plate.
Yeah, I don't know.
We
Look,
don't.
see this? They got a hole, and so you can actually put your lights in there. Pretty sweet. So hold on, I'm just gonna sit for a sec, so I can really get my eyes down here. By the way, if you guys didn't know this, my eyeball is going under the knife, and when I say knife, I mean laser. No, I'm not doing it myself, although I could save a lot of effort.
And
I'm
yes,
getting
you are
PRK on this one. This one is not working as good as I want it to, because believe it or not, flying airplanes, it does help to see things. And so I'm only off by one step, and so I kind of talked to the surgeon, and I was like, hey, I'd like to be able to see, and he's like, hey, I'd like to not laser your eyeballs for free since you paid for it, so you need it, or we're not going to do it. So we had a conversation, and I explained to him I needed it, and next thing you know, now they're going to laser my balls again.
For the third time?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So I'm going to get some PRK this time, because they evidently can't cut my eyeballs open again with like a blade. They have to just use lasers now. This is going to be awesome. By the way, if you guys have an opportunity to get LASIK, I would highly suggest you do it. No, I'm not sponsored by LASIK, but they should. I should talk to them about that. I should be like, hey, what if I did a link? Follow the link and we'll laser your eyeballs. Okay, so you can take these apart, by the way. So if you decide you want to add lights later, the light would go in here, and then there is a screw hole here. So those are gonna look totally sweet. Again, why am I building this FMS? Could somebody please explain to me why this is not assembled? This might have caused it to be too big. That might have caused it to be too big, hon. I think that's
putting the windows in the thing.
Oh, we just built that thing, and we're talking about, well, you got to...
Well, it depends on if you're going to do that option or not. Which are we going to do?
Oh, that's a tough call. I didn't even think about that.
Well, you're going to have to think about it.
I don't know. I kind of like the pickup myself, because then you can put stuff in the back, too.
I know, and the kids
The bed is shallow, though. I'm a little bummed by that. I would have liked to see a full depth bed. But you know what? It's okay. We'll forgive them, because that looks pretty awesome, too. I'm torn now. Dang it. What do you think? This says Cayenne? Cheyenne? Yeah, it's probably Cheyenne.
Yeah, Cheyenne.
See, if I was like old enough to know these things, then that would make me older than I actually am.
It's true.
Because a lot of these things, like, this was about the time I was being born, I think.
I think so.
Somewhere in that range.
I kind of like the light bar. So
I kind of like the light bar too. I think we're gonna go with the light bar. Now I feel like an idiot for having opened that, but you guys wanted to see how it went together.
Put it together to put it on the shelf.
That's true. That's true. And guys, if you are brand new to Brian Phillips RC and you're saying like, you know, this is kind of a lame unboxing, you got to remember the ground vehicles, it's different. Like most of this stuff is relatively easy to do and it's not like real hard. But with the airplanes and the helicopters and things like that and the ready to fly planes that we do, there's probably a little bit more value in it. And that's part of the reason why we kind of got away from doing the unboxes on the bigger, or on the cars that were just like all exactly the same. So we might have done like a time-lapse short or something like that occasionally. I know Megan and the kids did that.
But since with this being the 1/10, sometimes they are a little bit more detailed or do have a little bit of assembly.
And we want you to see
that.
Yeah. Because a lot of times people are like, I would like to buy that, but I don't want to have a huge task in my life. There's some O-rings.
I noticed that.
I'm not sure what those are for though. And then I'm not sure what this is, hon. Oh, does that go on the thing? You know, the thing?
You know.
Hey.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is. That looks like a bumper to me, but it's like, I have freaking no clue where it goes though.
I'll look through.
It looks like a bottom bumper, but I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Does the instruction manual tell you?
That's what I was looking.
Show the people the instruction manual when you're looking yourself then. How about?
Vehicle setup.
These license plates are nice. They're big and small though. I don't know why they're different sizes.
Spare parts list.
Like here in America, we have the same size plates on the front and the back, right?
We do here.
Pretty sure it's the same on the front and the back, unless you're in like Europe.
FMS does usually have a lot of spare parts if you're needing spare parts.
Okay. By the way, that grill is beautiful.
It is. It's really detailed.
I can't wait to see the lights.
Yeah.
But you know what I can wait for? Yeah. There's a singular zip tie here, folks.
Do you want me to get you some side cutters?
Well, yeah, probably. Because I'm going to try to figure out if I need to take this box apart. Oh, it goes around the back axle here. And then there's one that goes around the front. What's going to happen is this box will separate top to bottom. It's like, don't be fooled by the Sailor's video where it just like pops out of the box and attacks you like a wild rabid dog.
Oh, geez. What is that?
It's inner wheel wells, I think. Is that what that is? Free gift. It's a free gift, guys. Whoa, what?
It looks like a cup holder.
No, it's an inner wheel well, I think. What? Is that what that is?
That's backwards. Isn't it?
A wheel well? Or is that supposed to be like a, I have no clue what this thing is. Anyway, let's just keep going. The free gift popped out and scared me like a rabid dog. Okay, like it's tied on, but I'm just like genuinely concerned I'm gonna damage something.
There's more free gifts in the front roll.
Oh, good Lord. I threw something away, you'll be proud of me. That rarely happens, folks. Oh, these have gotta be inner, yeah.
Oh, since there's 4 of them, that makes sense.
I still don't quite understand what, like, is it a free gift or was it included with the truck? Like, is like free, there's an engine with your car. It's a free gift with your Toyota Tacoma. So this is not Toyota sponsored, unless you want to.
You couldn't come up with a Chevy vehicle that.
No, I wouldn't, a Chevy Blazer, like a rock. Okay, guys, this is weird. Like, why did they make this so awkward to open? We open a lot of weird stuff, by the way, and I'm just like, oh, this is a folded, they glued it. See this? This is glued. I thought it would open up a little bit easier, but I'm just afraid I'm gonna damage something if I don't do this right. Are you giving them like a shot of what I'm doing here? Because I can't tell, because I'm like, yeah. See, look, this, I don't wanna drop it and break the hood or something. Okay, so we'll cut these 2, and then there's a total of 5 zip ties that hold it down. And admittedly, it seems to have held pretty decent. Oh, yes. Oh, that was sweet. Watch that again. That was pretty good. Look at the struts. Oh, yes. That's pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna move this off the table onto the other set here.
To the other table.
Yeah, that thing is gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
Now, we got to figure out what the heck these things are. I have to assume, oh man, squish my pair right now for everybody to see. Oh yeah. They do have foam inserts in these, I can tell. And cool. They have a vent, so that is so good. The recovery, that is perfect. I love it. Okay, I'm flipping this upside down. Okay, they have a quick release here. Look at that. You don't even need a tool. That is so nice. And then it's same thing back here. Awesome. Look at the suspension. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. What? Is that a diff lock? Are you kidding me? Is that a diff lock? They have a diff lock. I think. Is that a diff lock, guys? Yeah, I think it's a diff lock. If you guys don't know what a diff lock is, it locks the differential. And then, man, that suspension feels good. They don't seem very big, but they're really nice. They have a super soft spring too, which they look like way too many coils to look scale, but they work good. That's so smooth. Wow. Okay, all right. So watch this. I'm gonna pull here. I think I can pull here. You see this? That gets pulled. Goodness gracious, you gotta go like way out. Oh, no. You just kind of have to not have the weight on it. So you can reach under here. How does this work? Oh, good Lord. Is there like some demonstration of like instructions?
I am looking.
Oh, wait, hold on. Look.
No.
Look. No.
Nope. Those help attach the truck topper from the underside. I just found that.
Oh.
Here.
Oh, okay. All right, great. So we're just going to go ahead and take
We don't need those.
Put them here. Okay. Right under my chair.
I just saw how you unclip that thing though.
It looks like this is the way you do it.
It is.
But my concern is like once that's undone, there's a lot of wires and stuff. Are you sure we even have to take that off? I don't know. Maybe?
I think you do. I can't.
Oh, that's how you do it. Look. Pull, slide. See? Can you pull, lift. Okay? Pull, and then push that shaft. You just pull and then push the shaft. I'm just like quite nervous I'm gonna damage a wire. I do not wanna have a wire come ripping out of this beautiful thing. Yep, That's what I'm, oh, no, it's fine. It's fine so far. There's got to be one wire somewhere. Because, well, how the heck does the, oh, good. Yeah, you can hold the bumper, guys. Where's the wire?
How does it?
What the heck? Whoa, that is so sweet. My favorite feature. There's springs that go up. Oh, why has nobody thought of that and actually implemented it before? That is so awesome. And that is so seriously sketch as well, because look. Oh, that's just a breakout board, guys. I was like, they have the receiver up here. No, I don't think that's the receiver. I think that is just a breakout board for the light controller. Please ensure that the magnetic connectors on the chassis and car shell do not come into contact with metal objects to prevent any potential electric short circuits. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to, unless you want to test your battery and catch on fire. Because just keep in mind, guys, it's not a 9 volt. It's a more volt. Servo 1 diff lock, servo 2 diff lock, or is that a lock? Is that a brake? Maybe it's a brake. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. This is a 21T Power Dash 550 brushed motor. Ugh. That's a reverse servo for the steering servo. We obviously have some nice running boards. We have a power switch over here that you can reach from underneath like this, okay? Let's look at these wheel wells and see what we're dealing with here so we're aware. I love that system. That is so nice.
Yeah, that is really
And you know what else is nice? Watch this. Please ensure that the magnetic something, another, no, dang it, fell off in the garbage. I guess I'll have to figure it out later. Okay, check this out. Free gift. Oh, yeah. I don't want to see how these attach before I decide if I'm going to put them on. Oh, yeah. I told you, inner wheel wells. This is the front one that goes up there. You can tell by the 2 and the 1. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that. That is going to keep the mess and muck right out of this vehicle. Yes, that is so sweet. Are we gonna put them on?
How do you put them on?
What if somebody else doesn't get a free gift? That makes me kind of concerned. Because I gotta admit, I don't know if you guys are all getting the free gift.
I'm sure they probably are.
You think they are?
I would guess so.
Okay, we'll pause and come right back. I'm using a drill. You wanna know why? Because you guys are gonna be like, holy crap, there's a lot of threads. So this is the normal set that we use here. And I found kind of a fascinating feature here. It's not really that fascinating, but it's fascinating enough that I'm gonna show you how to do it. That's 2mm, taking out a 2mm drive, so you do have to have 2 of these to do that. And then I'm just chucking this into a normal drill. Okay, chuck it in, make sure you're in the correct direction, and then get these things out of here. Otherwise, you're gonna spend like 7 weeks putting these things on, okay? So then this is going to go and cup around the top of the suspension, and this is also tied on, and then these 2 longer ones go up here to hold the front on. You do have to put those back in. Okay, so I just want to show you how this lines up. Very nicely is how it lines up, but this is gonna be, you wanna know why this is a free gift?
Because they didn't want to do it.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, it's a little bit, it's just like whatever you guys are into. I know when I built my RC10 a million years ago, it was, I had to build everything. Are you getting them a shot to where they can even see that?
Why don't you?
I was gonna say, like, I don't know how they're able to see from that angle, but like, I'll take your word for it, I guess. That one feels like it's cross-threaded. That's convenient. I probably did that, by the way, guys. So the back ones are not on, they're just rested on there. So this one's gonna be the trickier one because I need to make sure that I have this lip engaged properly here. It's gonna be on top, okay? Not underneath, it won't go underneath. Okay. So once I get this started, I want to make sure I'm not wrong in my assessment. I'm pretty sure it does not go on the bottom. Yeah, it goes definitely on top. Definitely on top. Okay, down low. 76.3 millimeters, that says. Can you go down lower, please? Because I can't. I'm trying to like see better. You're casting a shadow right where I'm working. Thank you. Now you're blinding me. So this is why when you're a kid, if you've ever been a kid and you worked with your dad, like hold the flashlight, point it here. Hold the flashlight, point it here. Strange thing is, my wife never had to do that.
I did too.
Oh, yeah, you did not. Not like me, evidently. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. Like if this, I think this thing back here might act as the nut. So I'm trying to get it in alignment, and it is quite challenging to find the alignment that's proper. Come on. It's just a really awkward angle, folks. So look what I'm fighting. This is what I'm fighting. This thing is supposed to receive that, okay?
Oh.
And it's just, it's not, there's like no good way to do this. Shut that light off, please. There's no good way to do it. So what I'm thinking about is like, this is gonna make it easier for us to clean this truck up. Meaning, good Lord, I just don't have enough room for my freaking middle finger to get in there because of the motor. Oh, did it bite finally? All right, so we got this one together. I don't know if I stripped the screw or what, but it's pretty frustrating. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna show you this one, and then this one need to come out. So part of the reason why I did this with the drill is because there's just so much length to these. There's a million threads. And you can see it's not hard to take them out, but I didn't do anything special on the front ones, and I evidently stripped the plastic that was in that that clip doohickey. And I'm not going as fast as this can go, just to be totally clear. I don't want to strip anything out because that's kind of not a good thing to do. Oh, are you kidding me? That's a different size? Are you serious, Law? You're serious, Law. You gotta be kidding me. 1.5 millimeters? No? Huh, what the heck size is it? Or is it just at a weird angle? Ah, it's the same size. Sorry, guys. I was gonna say, why would they use a different size there? That's so strange. There we go. Be careful of this wire here. This one goes back to the lighting controller. Okay, so good Lord, that's a long one. Mm-hmm. I guess I could keep it on the screwdriver. Then this one here is gonna drop right over the top. Just let it go. Okay, so this one is gonna go in the back. Yep, and it just wants to strip. Okay. I'm gonna put the rest of this off camera so I can say lots of bad words and throw things. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, that was super annoying. So let's talk about screwing. Here on Brian Phillips RC, we sometimes do this. If you run a screw with a drill, this is nothing special. This is run-of-the-mill 18-volt Bosch drill. Bosch, okay? You should not have to fear that you're gonna strip your screws. Now I'm just gonna tell you this, a lot of the screws that go on these modern RC cars go into plastic. They're machine screws that go into a plastic hole that's essentially, from what I can tell, threaded when they put the screw in. So don't be surprised if you have a little bit of cross threading because I think there was 4 screws that went back in that weren't cross threaded. And that's pretty bad. And by the way, guys, I know how to screw. I know it may not look like it because I'm a gigantic nerd, but the thing is I do work with my hands for a living. I know how to run a screwdriver. I know how to run a lot of tools, actually. And so that was a little bit annoying. But anyway, on to the next challenge. The next challenge is putting my shaft back into the hole, which I did. You guys probably saw me ram it in there just now, and put away my German tool. The next step on this build, and just to say, these are installed now and I don't feel like anything is compromised. I feel like I got good metallic purchase here and here and here and here on one of 2 screws. I don't understand why that is. There must be an insert into this frame member and this frame member, and then it just purchases plastic on one part. But none of the parts that I did unscrew and rescrew appeared to lose structural integrity. But you might want to think about that before you put your inner wheel wells on there, okay? Okay, funny story. Chevrolet, during COVID, would not let you order a 3/4 ton Silverado. They would back order the truck if you got inner fender wells. So I have currently got a truck without inner fender wells. My boss was supposed to order them like 17 times ago, and so I've just gotten sick of asking. I now have 42,000 miles on my truck, and I still don't have fender wells. So anyway,
it bothers me every time I see it.
It does. It bothers me every time I go through a car wash and I'm like, oh man, there's crap up in there. It's gonna rust, and we're in Iowa. And yes, we do have a lot of snow and stuff like that. So, okay, getting back to the next frustrating step, because really I love the way this thing looks. It looks fantastic. Look at the chrome stickers that go around and outline, and then the paint, of course, is painted from the bottom. So we have just beautiful, and then obviously right here, you've got a nice tinted glass. And I noticed something amazing. Mirrors that will be broken can now be replaced. Pins, and replace that son of a gun.
Nice.
That is a huge, huge feature. Huge, and I know huge. Okay. You want to know the next problem with this setup?
Yeah. How do you have a small Chinese hand to put those
Let's look at
screws in?
this. We have different types of screws here. Many.
That can't be right.
What do you mean it can't be right?
That's going to go in the bottom of this?
One of them is going to go in, and then one of them is not. Okay. I don't know which one's going to pass through. Does the instruction manual show that? Because I'm going to identify the different types. We have it looks like 3 different types, if I'm doing this correctly. And so once you get the drawing pulled up, ooh, there might be 4 different types.
Press the transparent light pieces into the lamp cups and install the lamp cups on the anti-roll cage using the attached screws. Note, to facilitate installation, remove anti-roll cage from the vehicle first. But if you were installing the cover, the cargo cover, you would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws.
These ones are those ones.
Okay, does that
These
help?
ones are those ones. Okay. So there's those ones are the ones for the
cargo cover.
Cargo cover. Okay, so the cargo cover stuff is sitting here. So I'll put those with that. Then this is what's, oh, there's one more cargo cover one. I'll put that with them. Then
So
there's these ones, there's 4, and these ones, there's 4. So I don't know which one we need, but I'm just like, oh, that's not so bad. There's only 4. And they managed to still get the one of the screws underneath in an inaccessible area. Okay, so there's grommets, or is that plastic? I can't tell. I think it's plastic. Yeah, it's just plastic. So it extends the bite point so that you don't break the plastic quite as easy. Now you note this one here has a certain length to it. I'm gonna just put those in a pile, and should be a relatively easy process. Now guys, you know here on Brian Phillips RC, we sometimes tend to get a little annoyed with assembly of certain said airplanes. The same is true for cars, but I was going into this just a few minutes ago and I kind of got interrupted by my own excitement about something. That was about the time I realized those things were there. Back when I was a kid, I had an RC-10. It was super fun. The RC-10 needed a ton of assembly, and I'm talking like you got the chassis, you got a screw bag, and you had to put everything together. And then, you know, you didn't even have a reverse on your remote. You had to buy the transmitter. You had to put, I mean, it was a straight up kit. Now there might've been some ready to runs. I sure as heck don't have them. I didn't have them. I was lucky to have the RC10, you know? So look, I just dropped something.
That just came.
No, there was something else that dropped.
That.
Oh, this goes on both sides. Okay, do you guys see what happened? This fell, and that's supposed to stay there. So now they're going to fall again too. And so I just want you to be prepared for that if it happens. So remember, we got to line that up, and we're going to have to figure out which one's which.
I'm guessing it's the skinny ones.
You're guessing it's the skinny ones? Mm-hmm. I'm guessing you're correct. So if it's the skinny ones, 1.5 millimeters. Yep, 1.5 millimeters. Oh yeah, that's gonna be it. See guys? So I'm gonna go ahead and start the threads so I don't have it spinning around like crazy, not going in the hole. And I could take this apart, but I'm not gonna probably do that because there's only 4 screws here. By the time I get it taken apart, I will be done with this process. Okay, so all you gotta do is just hold it and then line up your screws and go to town. Now here on Brian Phillips RC, we like to show the entire assembly. Admittedly, with regard to some of these RC cars, you know, we don't mean to insult anybody's intelligence. This is pretty easy stuff. But if you want some help or you wanna know what you're getting into, you see what just happened there?
What?
I got to the bottom of the screw position and it just kept spinning.
Kept spinning.
So I think there's like maybe a moral to this, and that is that these plastic components, you know, you're pretty much tapping your own hole. Listen, keep on topic here, camera crew.
I said nothing.
You thought it though. I could see from the look on your face. But yeah, when you tap your own hole, do you even know what I mean by that?
Yes.
You're tapping the hole with your screw, and so it's not necessarily going to be like some obvious distinct stop point.
And it's not also
You're gonna
like
rip your threads out,
and
is
it's
what's
not
gonna
also
happen.
like a let's take it out and put it back in a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, and that's why it's frustrating that you have to take it out and stick it back in just to put the lights on.
Right.
But I understand why they did it. The thing that kind of irritates me about that is that they could have just mounted the lights on this assembly and then put
that assembly in the, yeah.
You know, it doesn't, it's probably the same amount of effort either way. So yeah, I suppose when you're shipping these things all over the planet Earth and you can save an extra 1/2 inches on your package size, that's a pretty big deal. Those do look sweet.
Those do look cool.
Also, I don't know where you would run your wires. I'm assuming you would just zip tie them on. But I'd like to see an opening and then you could pass your wires through. That'd be pretty sweet. Okay, so continuing on to getting this back into where it goes. Now let's hope that the screws aren't gonna be like tapped now.
Right.
Because then I'm gonna feel like an idiot for having done this, because I was fine with the roll cage before. I do want the roll cage kind of bad actually, because I think we're gonna need the roll cage on this application, because it just kind of makes sense for what we do with our trucks. And when I say what we do with our trucks, what I mean is what our kids do with the trucks that belong to me when I'm not paying attention.
Yes. Which is mostly roll them.
Yeah, this is gonna be really awkward. Let's hope I can get this done. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to get her done. It's just, please be working. No. This is where having 7 hands would be helpful. Because like, there we go, got it. That worked pretty good. I just hung it over the edge of the counter and it allowed me to hold everything at once. There we go. So guys, if you're brand new to Brian Phillips RC, don't worry, we don't always do cars. Sometimes we do airplanes too.
Yes, a few of them.
Just be careful what you say.
You can't see anything.
What?
Can't see anything.
Okay. I just want to make sure it's not some integral effort.
It's not.
Okay. All right, good.
So I wonder what the other screws are for then. The 4 that we're gonna have left over.
I was thinking about that too, and I'm like, there's got to be something. And I don't know what it is.
I don't either.
Truthfully, I have no clue. So these controls need to make sure they line up straight. Double check that that cup thing that we slid back on was on there. I'm feeling it with my index or my middle finger and my thumb. And same thing over here. This one, you'll want to be super careful about these wires. Now these are right and left turn signals and brake lights and stuff like that. And so that's all labeled here on this controller. So that's pretty sweet. Why don't we get stuff like that on airplanes? I don't understand that. You'd think they would do that.
Is that a weight thing that just would all add up? I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't seem like that much.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like much, but I like the fact that you can control the lights. That's pretty sweet. If you can. And then like landing lights and stuff like that, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. All right, so now that we've got that done, folks, I'm just struggling to find my hole. There it is. All right, let's show you just how easy it is to put these screws in your hand and then put them over here by your topper. That's how easy.
Great.
So check this out.
It does.
We got to figure out, it's definitely, you got to do the LED lights. That looks good.
Yeah, it does.
I am going to be bummed when I don't see lights on there though.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I want to see lights. Okay. Looks really nice. All right, so this is what we're going to use for a battery, 5000 2S, okay? They say 2000 2S. And I'm like, that does not seem big enough for me.
No.
So FMS quality straps. It looks like these are kind of like the middle of the road quality straps. And I'm just going to do the one, slide the one in, drop it down. That's a perfect fit.
Yeah.
What are they talking about? 2000, my
I
bud.
wonder if that's a typo.
It would not be the first time they talked about it after the Boskage. No, actually FMS is really good about their manuals, so I'm not sure what to think.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's ready. And yeah, you're probably thinking to yourself, Brian, that's an IC3 going to an XT60. Don't you worry, your little heart. We'll be able to make this work just like that. But before we do that, let's get the transmitter ready. I keep throwing that thing and it's just so satisfying.
Every time.
All right, guys, so we got a pistol grip style. Looks like forward and backward are very good distance. You don't feel like you're reaching your finger way out. Good traction on here. Channel 5, we've got a thumb. Ooh, that's a variable switch. Pretty cool, sweep. Right, wow. Channel 6, channel 4, channel 3. And then we have throttle dual rate, throttle trim, steering trim, and steering dual rates. Channel 11 drag brake, sweet. Trim, steering reverse, throttle reverse, and then these are different settings. And then we have channel 9 and channel 10. Good Lord, channel 8, channel 7. There's a lot of channels on this thing. And a USB-C connector.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
That's interesting. I wonder what that's for. I suppose it's rechargeable to a certain extent. Well, we're not going to want to put that in. This is the FSMG11BS. 2.4 gigahertz 2ABS. It must be a protocol. And by the way, did you pay attention to this? Look, one, are these, are you sure double A's? Yes. Yes.
But there's more than 4. Or, no, there's not.
Yeah, it looked like there were 6, and I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, it's definitely just 4. And really easy to load, pretty obvious. You put the flat up against the spring, you put the little bump, the positive against the opposite side. Okay, so let's turn this on. Turns on there. We've got some green lights, a nice big green light. That's nice to see. We've got a G LED, a bat, and a bind button. I like that there's a separate bind button. We've got throttle forward, throttle reverse. Have this on when you're getting ready to start. I'll put this over here so it's out of the way. And then obviously we got to get this thing fired up. So the way we fire it up is, you can probably close that. We got to plug this in. This is the ESC, the electronic speed control, which is a brushed speed control. And so if you ever upgrade this to a brushless system, which I don't even know for sure that it's available, then you would be able to peel that out pretty easy, put in your brushless motor, and then go to town. All right, so plugging this in. Goodness gracious. Sometimes the XT60s are a little bit tough when they're versions like this. Okay, Oh man, that XT60 does not like this plug. Okay, first of all, check out my XT60. Look at the way those are all compressed. These pedals are not supposed to look like that, for one thing. So I like to use a Phillips screwdriver, and I'll go like this, and you see how it opened up a little bit? You can use a flat blader, but you'll probably break your pedals if you get too aggressive with them. Okay, so you see I open those up. Then I'm gonna try this again. Oh yeah, we'll be good now. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. That is so hard to plug in. Holy cow.
Wow, that was a little...
Wow.
tight.
And by the way, this wheel well doesn't have an opening, but this one does for the power switch. Now it's on. You might want to be just kind of careful in case something weird happens. Steering. Whoa. Awesome.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that is so good. Very, very steep steering. That's awesome. Let's see if we can pump some, let's pump some fluid. Oh yeah. That is awesome. The braking really does work nicely. Now reverse, now forward. Great steering control. Let's show the people at home what's gonna happen with the braking. I think this will be the, I'm gonna spin the wheels. Nope, that's a differential lock, I think. Ooh. So I'm changing this rocker switch here. And that, ooh, that sounded terrible. Whoa. Okay, so there's forward. Okay, so I'm gonna go, there's another setting. I'm assuming that's probably like high-low speed. Look at that, we're gonna pull back up. I'm gonna go into four-wheel drive once I figure out how to do it. Oh yeah, it's so sweet, guys. So I press this and the button lights up, nice. So when the light is on, you're in four-wheel drive. You can drop a wheel down into your kitchen sink, no problem, because look at the angle of the wheel.
That's crazy.
That is so crazy. Oh, and it just gets right up. Nice. Got to love it. It's gonna chirp like crazy though, probably use up a ton of tire tread if you were doing this in real life and you weren't in my kitchen. Okay, I'm gonna back up, see if we can pump some, yeah. Oh yeah, oh, I might break that thing. This thing's heavy. Sweet, okay. I can't wait any longer. I'm sticking it on. You guys see how nice this is? This is gonna be sweet. Okay, just to be clear, I'm not gonna press, I'm not plugging any wires in. I'm just holding these out with my fingers and dropping it down. And then I'm gonna give you guys the, nope, I want them to see the lights come on.
Oh,
well,
okay.
I guess there's lights on both sides, but. Okay, let's make sure we're aligned. What am I hitting?
You're inside your fender up here. There you go.
Oh yeah, so sweet. Oh, I can't wait. This is gonna be so sweet. Oh yeah, oh, the lights just came on. Oh, so cool. Oh, look at the turn signals. Awesome, turn signals both ways. Brake lights.
That's so cool.
That is so sweet. Okay, so now come back over here and we're gonna look at the lights. Here, I'll turn around for you there, camera crew. Let's see if we can flash the people at home. If you wanna go ahead and do that, that'd be great.
Just push the button.
I am hitting the button. Oh yeah, that's so sweet. Okay, so show the people, look, right here. Thumb knob, different light conditions. That is nice. I don't know, is that all it does? I mean, I could live with that, but I was thinking there'd probably
There
be
no
more.
like high and low.
Hey, I can tell you this, they're bright.
Look at the side lights.
What lights?
The turn signals.
Oh yeah, they're on the side, not just
too.
on the face
Yeah.
of it. That is so sweet. I do like the backup lights.
Yeah.
That is so
That is
cool.
really cool.
And then, of course, we've got, why don't the brake lights stay on? I wonder if I could press this. No, that does something. I can't tell if it's doing anything useful though. Look at how tight of a spot we can turn this. This is a 1/10 scale. That's like a really big car.
You're still making me nervous.
Why? I don't feel,
Drive off
I
the
feel
counter.
completely in control the whole time. And by the way, even if I drop a tire, watch this, I'll do it in the sink, okay? I'm 100% confident I can drop a tire and have no negative consequences because I have so much traction. Look at this, guys. Look at the slowness. That's pretty good. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to make sure I get into four-wheel drive. Oh no, my diff lock. I got to figure out how to turn the diff lock on because I'm spinning. See, I'm spinning. I need my diff lock.
Can you?
Oh, diff lock.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that is awesome. Okay, do you guys see what just happened? That's why you need a diff lock. Okay, look, diff lock channel 7. Oh, that must be the front one. Now I've got diff lock on both. I'm shutting off 8. I'm gonna go back off on 7. I'm gonna go really slow. Watch this, we'll drop it. Okay, so my back wheels are spinning. Show the people at home what's going on with my back wheels. So I've straddled the opening. No, you gotta like come over here. And what happens is when you have a differential that's not locked, this wheel spins and that wheel spins. So when I go forward, this spins and that one stopped. You gotta show them, Megan.
Yep, you can see.
No, show them this axle. This one's not spinning, this one is. Now come over here and show them. Not spinning and then spinning, right? Now watch this, I'm gonna just keep holding this. As soon as I put this, I don't wanna do it while it's engaged. Now look, that's a diff lock, is gonna stop the diff from allowing the sides to spin free, okay? So if you didn't know what a diff lock is, that's what those weird servos were on the side that control the linkages. So I'm gonna do this and hopefully it doesn't break my lights because I wanna show you guys this, okay? If you don't know what a diff lock is, okay, I'm shutting off the diff lock. One wheel stopped, one wheel stopped. Diff lock. That is on diff lock. Look at that, guys. It's spinning my hand. Watch this. Diff lock. Oh, that is so sweet, guys. So you're gonna be able to really command control and you're gonna bring the power from the transmission, from the motor to the ground at all points of contact. Now, anybody who doesn't know what a diff lock is, now you have no excuse and we'll show you how this works. Look. So channel 7 appears to be the front diff lock, channel 8 appears to be the back diff lock. Engaged means the light's on. So that's gonna make this thing a serious crawler contender, which I love. Because I gotta say, if you guys actually are seriously trying to crawl with your cars and your trucks and you don't have a diff lock, you might, it basically, the normal run, you need to be able to not have the diff lock on. A lot of these cheap four-wheel drives are gonna have diff lock on all the time and you just tear up your gears and destroy the truck, okay? This is heavy enough that you don't wanna do that because it's a really nice car, nice truck, okay? And I gotta say, I can't wait to get it outside and show you all that this thing can do, or at least a good taste of it, because this thing is absolutely sweet. It looks the part, it shows, it's very heavy. I gotta say, this thing is heavy. With the battery, it's gotta be like 20 pounds. No, I don't know if we can measure it. We may have to split weigh the thing.
We might.
Because it's,
oh man.
Yeah, it might be 20.
I bet it's like 12 or
You think
14.
it's 12? You wanna guess?
I think that scale only goes up to 11.
The DOT is here to measure the weight of your truck, okay?
Great.
Yep, so we're gonna go to kgs and let's just drive the truck on. We'll do a split weigh. Okay, so let's go into pounds. We got 2 pounds, 0.6 ounces, okay? So that means now we'll do the weight distribution, may cause a little bit of trouble here. Okay, so there we go with 2 pounds, 5 ounces, 0.4 ounces. So now we'll turn around so the DOT can really earn their money today. Going out of four-wheel drive, I'm hoping. I'm not sure what that is supposed to be doing, but it sounds kind of like maybe it's missing a gear or something. Okay, so the DOT really wants to ticket me tonight. So we're gonna get right on that scale. So 2 pounds, 1.2. So basically we're 1.2 plus 4 plus 6. Okay? And if you guys don't know what I'm doing, I'm just split weighing this vehicle. Which would be Illegal unless you work for the DOT in most states.
I cannot read that. Actually, that says 115.
No.
1 pound, 15 ounces. Yep.
1 pound 15?
It does.
Turn on the light.
It doesn't help. I can see it with my
How about now?
eyeballs. 115.
Okay, so what that means is now we've got 2.06, 2.04.
And 2.1.
So we've agreed we're not going to do
115.
math on camera, but that's like 8 pounds.
8.
Like, boy, we suck at guessing.
I said 11, and I was guessing high.
Now, let's see what it really weighs. Does it go overload?
Nope. It's going 7, 14, 15.
Oh, there you go. 7?
7, 12.
Okay, so in kilos, 35, 34. Okay, so that's still pretty awesome. But boy, it feels like 20 pounds.
It's pretty heavy.
If you put like double the weight in there, it'd be 20 pounds. But I gotta say, the thing looks the part. It looks amazing. Are we gonna drive it all on the ground? Because I kind of want to drive on the ground.
Okay.
Can we do that? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll just do that real quick. Oh yeah, this thing does really good. Let's just push this out of the way because I don't need no stinking thing in the way. You know what would be awesome? The FMS little cars that we had that you can drive with the FPV gear. Oh man, this thing would be so much fun. Look at the turning radius.
Yeah.
It's so dang tight. Got to love it. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna change it. Now I'm gonna turn my light off. Is it off? Mm-hmm. Now it's on? Mm-hmm. Okay, this thing is phenomenal. I can't wait to get it out. Okay, so I'm...
Oh,
Huh?
that's faster.
Is it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ooh.
It doesn't like that setting. I'm driving over my foot, because I can. That's definitely the slow gear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely a higher speed.
Still not a speed demon.
No.
I don't understand that, though. That is so weird. I wonder if it's supposed to do that. We'll look at it underneath for a minute. I want to see what's going on with that. So if you guys have that same thing happen, what's happening is when I have it in this setting, whoa, the rear diff lock must be locking or something. Not sure what the deal is. I'm gonna just go real slow. Yeah, it's like, okay, so here's what I would suggest you do if you have that happen. Oh, there's the servo. Okay, so you see there's a pin that's going in. It's going in, it's getting pulled in, but it's not like, there we go. I just turned it. It let that thing go all the way in. Can you like point that in there? Cause like I can tell that they can't see cause there's no light on it. See that? Hold right there, don't move. You see what's going on? Okay, now you can pull back. So this is the setting. When it's back like this, it doesn't like to run the back wheels. When I go to the forward setting, ooh, that sounded terrible. The center's fine. And there's gotta be like a high and low somewhere. So channel 3. Okay. These are the lights. That seems the same speed, hun. Whoa, that's high speed. Number 4. Look at that. Oh, okay. So now, oh, it's front wheel drive. No. 4-wheel drive. Front wheel drive? Is it a front wheel drive truck? That would not make sense at all. I wonder if that's supposed to actually be the other direction. Like I need this to actually be operating the other direction because it's a rear wheel drive, it's a truck, right? You wouldn't be able to screw that up very easy. So we're in 4-wheel drive. That's definitely the higher speed setting because that's way faster. All right, let's see how it does now on the ground. Oh yeah, that's way faster, guys. We can almost burn out. That's so cool. I'm trying not to like make a huge burnout on the floor, but look how crazy it is. It does feel very controllable too, I gotta admit. Okay, so now that's front wheel drive, which is sort of weird. I was trying to run over your foot.
Oh, sorry.
Here, I'll run over your feet this time.
I was trying to keep it in camera.
That's fast.
That is.
Woo! And the problem is you got to be a little bit careful because this thing is so eager. So when you want to go fast, you press this button. That goes to high speed, and then this goes back to there's your slower speed.
Yeah.
It is slower in reverse regardless of the mode. So back into fast. Wow. It does lift the tail end. Okay, so we've done all the functions. And I think it's very clear that I am into this thing. It's gonna be amazing. So we hope that you guys will have already seen this outside more or less, right? We'll do this at the end.
Yep.
So if you guys like what you see, check it out in the links of the video description below. Obviously these square body trucks are just something else. This is the KS Blazer, or it's K10, isn't it? K5, there we go. Oh wait, is it a K5?
K5, and then it's a 1/10.
K5, 1/10, thank
Too
you.
many numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, and just absolutely gorgeous. It does what it does. It does a really good job of it. I hope the inner fender wells were worth it because I gotta say, like, I'm not sure if they're gonna keep the material from getting in and around, because if you look right here, there's a pretty good gap there still, right here and right here. But it's gotta help some. And it looks the part, guys. I mean, you gotta admit, wow, that is so gorgeous. And I just hope you guys get an opportunity to drive one for yourself. And just to give you an idea of the scale, look at this thing. That is big. And I like big cars. Big cars definitely give you a better experience, especially if you wanna crawl. Because if you wanna crawl, if you're gonna crawl on super small rocks, I suppose it wouldn't be a big deal. But we're gonna try to get you guys some amazing shots, and we hope you enjoyed it. We hope we answered most of your questions, because at the end of the day, Brian Phillips RC, we try to answer as many questions as we can think of. And if we haven't answered your question still, leave it in the comments down below. If you guys haven't already smashed the like button, we really appreciate it if you would. You guys are really good about doing that for us. You know, even when we do ground vehicles and stuff, which is a little bit off the wall for us, we appreciate you doing it still. And if you're gonna click the bell when subscribing so that you know when new content's coming. We try to do 2 to 6 videos a week. And this year we have had a few weeks that are leaning toward the 6. We haven't had many yet, but we will have some crazy weeks coming up, being that it's almost spring here in Central Iowa. So we're super excited that you guys are here with us. Thanks for watching our footage. Thanks for checking out these awesome cars, trucks, SUVs, airplanes, VTOLs, helicopters, and leaf blowers on Brian Phillips RC, because when we put the links down below, that's how we make money, and that's how we get paid for the amazing long format content that we put on for the world's best audience, which is right here, you, right now on the other side of that camera watching this content. So we appreciate you being here with us, and we want you to be back. And also special thanks to our Patreons, PayPal supporters, YouTube members. We're like 35, which is crazy. So thank you guys. It's heartwarming to see that. And then super thanks on YouTube. We appreciate you guys supporting us in that way, but really the best way to support us is just buy amazing products. When you see something you like, but when your wife cuts you off and she's like, no more, or I'm leaving, then we understand there's always reasons for people, you know, not being able to buy the next Blazer or amazing car or truck or whatever it is we're reviewing. We get it. Or maybe this isn't for you, and maybe you want to check out Brian Phillips RC, and you can sort by type, brand, affiliate, hobby shop, whoever we happen, distributor, whoever we happen to work with on that particular product. You can sort by that, or you can sort by type. So, you know, like a general aviation airplane, or like a warbird, or a sailplane, or a helicopter. And then ground vehicles, we kind of have like another subcategory. So if you're thinking, you know, like, I really like this, but I just don't know if it's for me, given the fact that I want a smaller one, because maybe my budget's a little bit smaller, we will have those for you there too. So you can answer hopefully those questions. Part of what we do in our videos is not just showing you what we need to do to set up a radio, because like this is ready to run. So you don't have to set it up. You just kind of turn it on and play with it, which is super fun. But when you get into programmable transmitters and things like that, we want to help you guys to configure them, to program them, to build these models so that you can actually get the most out of your equipment. Because at the end of the day, we understand a lot of the stuff is pretty expensive. So we want to help you squeeze out the most value from your RC experience. So we hope you're here. We hope you'll be back so that we can help you do that when you get ready to take the plunge into the aircraft, because that's really, I think, mostly where our hearts are. We love the trucks and cars, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a sucker for fixed wing scale aircraft, and you already know it if you're watching Brian Phillips RC on a routine basis. So if we haven't answered your question, like I said, leave it in the comments below, and there'll be more content right around the corner. And we really appreciate you being here, and thank you guys so much for being so supportive of us here on Brian Phillips RC. Come back for more.